Good morning, dear student friends. I hope all of you are safe in your home. Stay in home and be safe. In this pandemic, don't go outside and read in your room or in your home, please. Today, we are discussing about the chapter cell biology. Before studying of cell biology, we are going to discuss or know about what is cell. Cell is nothing but the structural functional unit of living organisms. I hope all of you are known the cell consists of, there are the three components. One is cell membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. So of course in cell biology for your syllabus there are the following slides are there. The first slide in that the general structure of prokaryotic cells. See, we well known about there are two different kinds of cells are present in the universe. One is prokaryotic cell and another one is eukaryotic cells. So of course the prokaryotic cells are unicellular organisms, means the prokaryotic cells are present in prokaryotes. They are present in unicellular organisms. They lack membrane bound cell organelles and a well defined nucleus. Therefore, they do not have nucleus but instead generally have a single chromosome, a piece of circular double stranded DNA which is located in an area of the cell which is called as a nucleoid. Most prokaryotes have a cell wall outside the plasma membrane. The composition of cell wall which is differs significantly between there are the domains like bacteria and archaea. The two domains of life into which prokaryotes are divided. The composition of cell wall also differ from the eukaryotic cell wall which are found in plants, which are consist of the composition of the cell wall in plant cells is a cellulose. In fungi and insects it is a chitin. The cell wall functions as a protective layer and which is responsible for the shape of the organisms. Some bacteria have a capsule outside the cell wall. I think you know the capsule in Streptococcus pneumonia. There is a one experimental study in DNA as a genetic material, which is a Griffith experiment. In that one bacteria, which is a Streptococcus pneumonia, consists of, there are the two strains, like one is smooth and another one is the rough strain. Those two strains are defined by means of presence of the capsule above the surface of cell wall. So this capsule is also one of the part which is present in prokaryotes. And some species also have flagella used for the locomotion. It is nothing but for movement of organisms like prokaryotes with the help of the locomotory organs or locomotory part which is present in the unicellular organisms like bacteria as like a flagella. And even though another structure which is present in the form of pili used for the attachment to surface, and pili in bacteria which is also used for the sexual reproduction. The extra chromosomal DNA, what is also called as plasmid, is also present in many species of bacteria and also archaea. The prokaryotic cells, they are consist of only one single cell organelle, that is in the form of ribosome. The which kind of ribosome is present in prokaryotes, that is 70S type of ribosome. All of you know that is a 70S, it refers to the unit of ribosome, that is a Swartzberg unit. That 70s is consist of, there are the two subunits. One is smaller subunit and another one is the larger subunit. The larger subunit is 50s and the smaller subunit is 30s in 70s type of ribosomes which are found in prokaryotes. These types of ribosomes mainly involved in the process of protein synthesis. See, the diagrammatic representation of bacteria is there. In that bacteria, the capsule is present at the outermost region, and after that there is the circular cell wall is present, and after that the plasma membrane, and inside this it consists of the nucleoid, that is the DNA is present. That DNA which is in the form of circular DNA, and ribosomes are attached one another to form the polyribosomes. Some of the finger-like projections are present over the surface of bacteria are called as a pili, and there are the large flagella is also present. This is what the general structure of prokaryotes. Then let us study about the general structure of eukaryotic cell. See, the eukaryotic cell has plasma membrane, cytoplasm and cell organelles. Even the cell wall is also present in eukaryotic cells like plant cells. However, unlike prokaryotic cells, eukaryotic cells have membrane bounded nucleus. There is no membrane bounded nucleus in prokaryotes, remember, but in eukaryotic cells they are consist of the membrane bounded organelles, in that the nucleus is present. Some of the numerous membrane bounded cell organelles are found, including endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, chloroplasts, mitochondria, and some of the ribosomes. And several rod-shaped chromosomes are also present in the eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells nucleus is surrounded by membrane, hence it is oftenly said to be a true nucleus. Organelles have specialized cellular roles just like organs of our body. They are having some roles in the cells, the cell organelles. Those they allow different functions to be compartmentalization in different area of the cells. See, the eukaryotic cells having complex cells in which the genetic material is organized into membrane bounded nuclei. The organelle, a specialized structure found inside the cells that carries out specific life processes like ribosomes. Which kind of ribosome is present in eukaryotic cells? So of course we know the prokaryotic cells are consist of the 70s type of ribosome, as like here in eukaryotic cells are consist of the 80s type of ribosome. Along with that mitochondria. Of course we know the 80s type of ribosome are whatever the kind of ribosomes are present in the cells which are involved in the process of that is a life process, that is protein synthesis. As like the mitochondria is present, which is oftenly called as a powerhouse of a cell. And one more, vacuoles, which are mainly involved in the process of osmoregulation process, that is movement of watery substances from cell to outside and outside to cell. And ER, I think you heard, that is a little network of the cell which is present in the eukaryotic cells. Golgi complex, it is the packaging center of the cell which are present in eukaryotic cells. And this is the model for the eukaryotic cells. The plant cell, animal cell, fungal cells, all of these are comes under the eukaryotic cells. This plant cell, of course we know the cell which is consist of mainly three components. One is cell membrane, and after that cytoplasm, and at the central region or at the area where the centrally are slightly away from the center, it consists of the nucleus which is well bounded, means the membrane bounded nucleus which is present. And this membrane bounded nucleus consists of, one is a nuclear membrane, and after that a nucleoplasm, and it is also consist of the chromatin fibers, and even though one subspherical part which is present in the nucleus, what is called as a nucleolus. And in the cytoplasmic region, the cytosol consists of the different types of cell organelles, like those are ribosomes, vacuoles, lysosomes, mitochondria, chloroplast, endoplasmic reticulum, and peroxisomes, and some of the what is called as peroxisomes, mitochondria, vacuoles, ribosomes, chloroplast in some of the plant cells, and all these are the cytoplasmic organelles which are found in the cytosol region. And cell membrane in some of the cells consist of the plasma membrane as the outermost layer. In some of them are consist of the cell wall is the outermost membrane. This is all about the eukaryotic cells and prokaryotic cells general structure. And I think I hope you all are understand about the general structure of prokaryote and also the eukaryotic cell. The main, what is the difference between the both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells? See, the prokaryotic cells are unicellular. Prokaryotic cells are almost all of them are unicellular, but eukaryotic cells are some of them are unicellular and some of them are multicellular organisms are there in the eukaryotes. And in prokaryotes, the 70S type of ribosome is present, but in eukaryotes it consists of the 80S type of ribosome. And in prokaryotes all the cell organelles are absent except ribosome, but in eukaryotes all the cell organelles are present as such. See, the prokaryotic cells are present in only one kingdom, that is kingdom Monera. Remaining all the 4 kingdom which are consist of eukaryotic cells. These are the major differences between the prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells, or prokaryotes and eukaryotes as such. So you make differences between the prokaryotes and eukaryotes as your assignment. And let us discuss about the cell membranes. What type of cell membranes are present in organisms? Like there are the 2 different kinds of cell membranes. One is a cell wall and another one is the plasma membrane. Today we are discuss about the one cell membrane which is present in plant cell. It is absent in the animal cell, that is cell wall. What is their structure and what are the functions of a cell wall? Then coming to structure, it is the outermost layer of the plant cell which is absent in the animal cell. The cell wall is differentiated into 3 different parts, like one is a primary wall or primary layer, and another one is the secondary layer or secondary wall, and middle lamellae as such. The primary wall is a thin, elastic and outermost layer which is composed of either cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin deposition. Cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin, all of these 3 are nothing but the carbohydrate forms which are a depository substance present in the primary wall of the cell wall. And deposition does not takes place near the plasmodesmata, resulting the formation of some of the pores at the region of where the plasmodesmata are present in on the cell wall. So what is plasmodesmata? The plasmodesmata, it refers to, it is the organic connection between the 2 adjacent plant cells. 2 adjacent plant cells are attached to one another, where the part which is present as a pore like structure, what is called as a plasmodesmata. Remember, the plasmodesmata is nothing but the organic connection between the 2 adjacent plant cells. And next one is the secondary wall is the innermost layer of the cell wall and lies between the primary wall and plasma membrane, which is composed of, again the composition of this secondary wall is cellulose, lignin and suberin. Again all these 3 are nothing but a carbohydrate form. These are the depository substance present in the secondary wall of the cell wall. Middle lamellae is the common layer between the adjacent cells composed of calcium and also the magnesium pectate. These are the inorganic substances which are along with the pectin, they are composed and they are in the form of complex which are as a composition present in the middle lamellae. The middle lamellae remains unlignified. There is no lignin deposition in the middle lamellae. In soft tissues like pith and also cambium, I think you heard this cambium and also the pith, at the reason of whenever you take the section of stem or there is a root, the transverse section of stem and root which shows the three different parts. In that one part is also there, that is the pith, and another part which is a cambium. These are soft tissues which are not lignified by means of this middle lamellae. So before I already told you that is the plasmodesmata is nothing but it is the organic connections between the two adjacent plant cell. Between the two adjacent cells there is a depository substance is present, so which are attached to one another, adhering to one another by means of this plasmodesmata. It is an organic connection between the two plant cells. And functions, what are the, I think this diagrammatic represent which shows where the primary cell wall and where the secondary cell wall, even though where the plasmodesmata is present and plasma membrane where it is located in plant cell. So this is the structure of what cell wall. And let us study about the functions of cell wall. See, it gives, means the cell wall gives the definite shape to the cells. It gives the a different shape. Some of the cells which are triangular in shape, some of them are in polygonal in shape, some of them are round, some of them are oval in shape. They are in a different shape, or some of them are hexagonal in shape. This shape which is made by means of the presence of this cell wall in a different shape, which gives the definite shape to the cells. It gives protection and mechanical support to the cell. For the flexibility of a cell, for the turgidity at the time of a flaccid condition, the cells are protected by means of mechanical support with the help of this cell wall. So of course I said that is the middle lamellae which is act as a cementing material between the two adjacent cells. Means cells are attached to one another by means of presence of the extra depository substance in the form of middle lamellae. Hence it acts as a cementing material to the two adjacent plant cells. So again the plasmodesmata which helps to communication between the two adjacent cells. Where the plasmodesmata is present, there is no lignification, hence there is a formation of a pore. So whenever the process of osmosis and also the diffusion takes place between the two adjacent cells with the help of this plasmodesmata, because of plasmodesmata is having a tiny pores between the two adjacent cells, there is a movement of water from one cell to another cell or from one cell to the neighboring cells with the help of this plasmodesmata. These are the functions of what cell wall. Thank you.